Now, she had to interrupt her journey to the UK for her 60th just to ensure that she was here.
So let's give a big happy birthday round of applause.
Good evening all. Herbert Wigwe, HW as we called him, was an enigma. We really could not understand how he managed to be successfully involved in multiple time-consuming activities, but he somehow pulled it off with sustained passion and commitment. There are only 24 hours in a day for everyone, but he made those hours count. HW was responsible for spearheading the drive for financial inclusion in Nigeria, which led to the birth of SANEF and the remarkable results achieved today. Leading a successful bank was not enough. He believed that providing banking services must extend beyond the urban areas to include the last mile in rural communities. HW did not only believe, he implemented and executed by ensuring that Access Bank played a lead role under SANEF, as well as engaging directly to ensure that those without financial services are reached. Restoration of the iconic National Theatre Igomo, a project christened the Lagos Creative and Entertainment Center, LCEC, was a project close to HW's heart. As a true lover of the arts, it was no surprise to find him leading the charge and rallying others to bring this national monument back to life. The objective being to ensure that Nigeria will be considered once again the destination of choice for entertainment and other events being hosted in Africa. Those of us old enough to remember Festac 77 can attest to the fact that nothing like this has ever been hosted again in Nigeria since then. He often spoke about his belief in the employment and the economic benefits of the arts, culture, and creative industry in general. He was specifically happy that the youth are the drivers of the growth and success of the sector. Herbert worked tirelessly to ensure the takeoff and successful completion of what was known as Phase 1 of the LCEC project, the National Theatre. It was obvious from the beginning in 2019 that this would be a difficult, resource-demanding project. But as an active member of the working group and the STERCO, HW made sure he made time for the weekly meetings with the project's reporting team, during which he often reminded us that failure was not an option. He often reiterated that we had to deliver this project as planned and in a timely manner. He chaired the 117th meeting on February 5th, 2024. Sadly, it was his last. Today would have been the 119th meeting at 5 p.m. HW was an excellent connector and problem solver. He seemed to have the capacity to assemble a team to deal with an issue in an instant. On the project, he reached out to all quarters, even the most difficult, to ensure that we got what we needed to deliver results. His favorite phrases being, "Leave that to me, consider it done." He took his time to explain his position on knotty issues and often ended it with, "If you get the point I'm trying to make." And yes, most times we got it. He always had a story for every situation, usually from his personal experiences. These amusing anecdotes got us laughing and helped us to see the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. And ultimately, a solution would emerge with the challenge suddenly no longer appearing to be insurmountable. For HW, obstacles did not exist. He was excellent at painting a bigger picture and would often remind the team about why we're doing this, addressing the obstacles as temporary glitches. He was an encourager and a supporter. He would put himself forward, supporting you to get what seemed impossible done. He was personable and fair. He would listen to and address everything professional and personal matters of others with the same commitment. If you had HW on your side, then you had someone in your corner who wants you to do well and succeed. You had a champion rooting for you. The National Theatre is a few weeks away from completion. It was an honor to have such a remarkable driving force behind the project. Herbert Wigwe, knowing you and working with you right from our GT Bank days was a rare honor and privilege. Your shocking and untimely demise has illuminated the sheer weight of your contributions and impact in the financial industry, Nigeria and beyond. Your legacy lives on. May the Almighty grant your family, loved ones, and Access Bank family the strength to bear the irreplaceable loss. Rest in peace, Herbert.